with a coffee cup, a thermos. I went up to the guy and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Oh, and I told my client, I said, I know that you're a trust fund kid. I know you live off your interest, but you listen to me. I want you to be liquid. I want you to have at least $400,000 in your checking account in the next 3 weeks. Do you understand me? So we get there, bring a coffee cup, and I say to the owner there that's putting it in, I said, what a fun business, man. How's it going? You know, the guy says, oh man, I'm busier than heck. I said, yeah, but this is a fun business. You must like this. He goes, no, I hate it. It's killing me. Interesting. Ever thought of selling? Oh, man. Somebody buy me out. I'd be out in an instant. What do you think you'd sell for? Oh, heck. A couple $100,000 ought to do. I said, okay. Well, what do you net? Oh, $600,000. Rule 1? Oh, yeah. Rule 1. How about rule 3? Does he mean rule? How hard can that be? Hey, buddy, can you back a truck up? Press the button, have the driller go down. Press the other button, have the pole go down. Go. Oh, you can do that? Congratulations, you got the job. We bought the business for $200,000. 6 months later, I helped my client sell it for $1.2 million. Was that a good deal or was that a great deal? Now, I don't want to give the wrong impression. I'm not always able to get deals like that, but in that time I did. Oh gosh. You know, 2 minutes, honey, no, listen. I know 2 minutes. With a show of hands, how many want me to shut up in 2 minutes? No one. See, only one hand.
5 at the most.
All right, I'll be quick here. What rule was I? Number 3, low skill.
Number
4, stable product or service. I was talking to Shelly about this. Shelly's also my neighbor. I got a call last night. It was about 11 o'clock at night on my home number. Bedroom's over here. I'm thinking, who in the world can this be? I get up. What is it? This guy says, Reagan, I got your number from somebody that, I think it was someone that attends a Bible study that I used to lead in Columbus. And he said, here's the deal. Want to know if you'd like to invest in this company or you could find venture capital for it. Let me tell you about this. Brand new product. No one's heard of this. No one knows about this. Nobody's doing this. And no one buys this. What do you think? Seriously? I mean, do you not get the point? How hard is that going to be? I said, no, I don't want to invest in that. How about shoes? I mean, I like shoes. Do you know why I like shoes? Because I wear them. Everybody wears them. Everybody knows they need to wear them. Whereas Becky, is it? How many pairs of shoes do you own? An abundance?
Not as many as probably most women.
Right. And is it Abigail?
Yes.
How many do you own?
Oh, it's hard to put a number.
Hard to put a number, but do you always continue to keep buying them?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I can tell, and look at Frankie, he's like, your wife always buys shoes. So again, that's what I mean by staple product, okay? Next, rule number 5, I'm moving along quick. Cash flow, not assets. Cash flow, not assets. What do I mean by that? I do not want to go out and buy a air conditioning manufacturing plant. I know you're with Fifth Third, Becky, banks, they love that. Guess what? You guys go ahead and do that. I don't like that. Because what is guaranteed to happen, as soon as you buy all that equipment, what is guaranteed to happen to it? It is going to go down. I don't want that. Now some of you, and again, I know Caroline, you're saying, well, real estate, it can go ahead, buy your real estate. I don't want that. As a matter of fact, let's do a test here. Would I buy, say, a hair salon? I think I kind of gave that away. Would I buy a hair salon? How many of you, show of hands, think I would? Yeah, I actually would. Why? Because it's, yeah, I know you used to own one. Why? Because it's lots and lots of cash flow. Would I own, here's a harder test, a high-end men's retail clothing business? Lots of inventory. Oh, I get a few no's and yeses here. Show of hands, how many of you think that I would? How many of you think that I would not? Actually, I would. I would. Because it's not a stocking trade. Okay? I mean, it's just a stocking trade. Excuse me. It's really not going to go down. So, we are now at cash flow. That was 5. Rule number 6. How do I describe rule number 6? Where are my horse people? How many of you like horses, you ride horses, or you gamble on race horses? No, not that many. We are a dying breed, we horse people. Well, I like horses, and I used to own a racehorse. Frankie, do you mind if I pick on you, buddy?
Shoot,
Do you know why I used to own a racehorse?
because you can.
Exactly. This guy's getting out. We're friends, so he knew that. You know me well because I can. Anyone that ever tells you that a racehorse is a good investment is trying to...
Sell one.
Yes! They are not a good investment, but they're a lot of fun. I got to throw parties. I had a seersucker suit made, and it was just... Got to go to the Kentucky Derby and had mint juleps. I had a blast. I lost a lot of money, but I did learn something. And so, rule number 6, if you're writing this down, write it down as great jockey. Let me tell you what I learned. If you get a great horse, but you have an average jockey, what are the chances you are going to lose? Pretty high. But if you invest on an average horse, but you have a great jockey, what are the chances you're going to win? Pretty high, right? So again, another way of wording that, and I'll tell you who's great at this, and he's a client of mine, Bobby Norris, that's sitting right back there. He is great at this. I have helped him buy a few businesses. And Bobby is great at spotting people and saying, this guy will be great. He's also really good at delegating. So if you're savvy, what would you do? Before you'd hire a guy like me, find the jockey first, then find the business. I'm wrapping it up. Rule 7, if you're writing this down, 50, 30, 10, 3, 1. Write it again. 50, 30, 10, 3, 1. What does that mean? I'm talking about a lot of deals here that I've gotten and businesses that I've flipped. But let me tell you what I have to do. I have to approach 50 businesses. Out of those 50, 30 of those businesses are going to meet my rules. Out of those 30, 10 are going to want to sell. Out of those 10, I'm actually going to sit down with 3. Out of those 3, 1 of them is going to communicate the way I want them to. In other words, they're going to do things the way I want them to. They're going to want to do it my way. Now, I've had people say, Reagan, and I've had friends that have said to me, I went through this process, friends that I've kind of like mentored on this, and they say, what happens if you meet that one and you're not able to get the price that you want? I get that question a lot. And they say, and I've had people say, oh, I know what you do. You just go talk to the number 2 or the number 3. No. Go talk to another 50. Don't be lazy. Lazy people end up with average deals. Again, do you want an average deal? Do you want a great deal? Go talk to another 50. All right, last rule. Everybody look up at me. This is not the time to look in your purses and start finding mints or gum or making some like grocery store list. Are you ready? Rule number 8, it is my deal. Everybody repeat after me. Whose deal is it? My deal. What do I mean by that? I am not going to negotiate with you. I'm not going to play this little game. We're not going to go back and forth. I'm going to give you my price. I'm going to tell you what it is, and if you don't like it, sayonara, see you later, I'm out of here. Now, some of you are saying, I will close with this. Is he really that bold? Does he really do that? Some of you heard that I say that I normally charge an upfront retainer of $20,000. Well, that depends. It all depends what mood I'm in. I ran into Shelly at the gym on Monday, and she said, Reagan, as you were pulling in, my husband and I, we saw your car. Really liked your car. And I just said, oh, thanks. And I didn't go into that story. Here's what you don't know about that car. At the time, I had a Lexus. Lexus, fine. I know you have like great cars. Just was in the mood for something else. So I get a phone call. Again, I was taking a nap. Get a call several years ago from a man sitting right over there, Bobby Norris, and he says, Reagan, you don't know me. I got your number from my financial advisor. Spoke very highly of you. He said that you have helped a lot of clients buy businesses. You've helped them sell. He said that I should trust you completely. So how does it work? How do you get paid? Well, Bobby, what kind of car do I own? And who bought that car for me? Am I really that bold? I am really that bold, but we found a great business for him. So every time he sees me, he's like, how's that car I bought you? I said, it's great. You don't see his wife. She's not that nice. But I kind of feel like your wife, Kathy, doesn't maybe like me as much, Every time I see her, she's like, how's that car? Oh, the other day we went over to his house, and we were all going to go somewhere, and I was like, whose car are we going to take? And his wife's like, why don't we take yours? I mean, we bought you the car after all. So on that note, thank you for putting up with me, Beth Ann. Appreciate it. Thanks.